Hi, my name is Steve Goldberg, and I'll be teaching the class that starts on the 25th of September, The World in Which We Live. And one of the tools that we'll be using to learn more about our world is something called Google Earth. If you haven't already downloaded it, please do so. And when you load up Google Earth, yours will actually look, I've been playing with Google Earth for about 4 years, and I have a couple thousand place marks here over on the left. Yours will look like this. You won't have any places yet when you start off. I'm going to show you how you can add some places. And I thought it would make sense to start at the CCEE. So let me take you to the CCEE where our class will be meeting in Chapel Hill. And if you haven't been there before, it's a great facility. We can zoom out a little bit. You'll probably come in this parking lot, drive around this way, come up here and park up in this lot, walk up this walkway, and this is the CCEE. And I'm going to show you how you create a place mark. Let's say we wanted to say something about this field. You go up here where it says Add Place Mark, click on it. This box, unfortunately, often obscures the place mark, so you can move this box by grabbing it on the top blue margin there. If you try to grab it somewhere else, it won't work, but you can move it out of the way, and then you can get your place mark and put it where you want it to be. And you might say Field of Dreams. I don't know. Field of Dreams. That's actually the name of a movie. And then you might write some information about it. This is where we played an epic game of Frisbee. And then we click OK. And now we have a new place mark. And if I want to go from the CCEE to the Field of Dreams over this way, I just click on the new place that I found. And what we're going to do so what you should do is probably maybe find your house or find some place that you want to locate. Let's do Statue of Liberty. See if Google Earth knows where that is. Looks like it does. It's on Liberty Island in New York. There it is. And there's the Statue of Liberty. If we zoom in a little bit more, you can start to see, yeah, there's the shadow of it. And it looks like people have taken lots of pictures of it. This is the photos layer. You can turn those photos off right here. That's my 5-year-old son in the background. Sorry about that. So this is, I want to make a place mark here. We could either we could zoom out a little more so you can see the island and make the place mark there. And we could call this Liberty Island. Or we could zoom in and make a place mark that says Statue of Liberty. And put it right on the statue, right there. SOL for Statue of Liberty, or Statue of Liberty. Okay, so you get the idea of how to make these. If I want to zoom out to Liberty Island, I just double click there and it brings me out to whatever height I happen to have been at. So how we're going to use this tool, and by the way, what I'm using to record this is called Screencast-O-Matic, and we can possibly make some videos down the road. But if we were reading the Washington Post, and this is today's Washington Post, September 3rd, bunch of different articles. One I want to focus on is, well, I'm going to click on actually the world up here to get world stories. And the U.S. might intervene in Syria, but I want to look at the great egg crisis that hits Mexico. So click on this, and it's coming up slowly. There we go. This is in Mexico City. And Mexico is a country with the highest per capita egg consumption on Earth. That's maybe having to do with culture, and I didn't know that fact until right now. But what I want to do, just for Google Earth purposes, is figure out where is Mexico City. So let's go back to Google Earth, and we're going to type in Mexico City. And it's going to take us south of the border. And there's Mexico City, pretty big city. We could find out more details about it. But let's go ahead and put a place mark there. And we'll say Mexico City. And then you would write what we learned about that place when we read the news that morning. So we would say, we read an article about an egg crisis / shortage in Mexico. And then you can paste the URL of the article there. So if I copy this and paste it, and I clicked OK there. Now when I go to Mexico City, to this place mark next time, if I click on that link, it'll take me to the article that I was reading about. And so we could toggle between Mexico City, Statue of Liberty, or the CCEE. And if we go back to the CCEE where we'll be meeting, I'm going to try to wrap this up so this doesn't go much more than 8 minutes. This is our made-up field of dreams, but you can see here that this is a high school located right near it. And so if we turn on the roads, you can see that this is High School Road. And so we've got a high school up here. We've got a middle school over here connected with the CCEE. And if we zoom out even further, we can see where Franklin Street is in downtown Chapel Hill. And there's the university campus over this way. There's the football field. And you might have facts about Franklin Street, like did you know this street was named for Ben Franklin? It actually was. So hopefully you're getting the idea. Try to practice making a few place marks. Just click on the place mark, add a place mark thing. And if you had something to say about Eastwood Lake, you could put the place mark there and call it Eastwood Lake. I don't, so I'm not going to put anything there. I'm just going to show you one last thing. I'm originally from the Boston area, and this is going to take us up to Massachusetts. And if I click in on spectacular pictures, oh, interesting. All right, let me turn the roads off, turn the photos on. And then this was a collection of, I thought, really nice pictures from the Boston area. I don't know where Han Pond is, but Muddy River, that's a beautiful shot. I thought Boston skyline from Boston Harbor, winter shot, beautiful moon, autumn up there, and you get a sense of Boston being a pretty cool place. That's the John Hancock Tower, which is a glass building, and they got a cool reflection off of that. You can see down here how many pictures we have. This is 23 out of 47, so they've grouped together 47 pictures. And as we explore different places, let's go back to Mexico City for a second, we could get a sense of what Mexico City looks like by clicking on some of these pictures. So here's a series of pictures from Mexico City. It looks like you're going to see a mural to start with. And it looks like they have some pretty cool street art in Mexico City. That's where they had a big soccer stadium. Yeah, these are beautiful murals that I wouldn't have thought of when I thought of Mexico City. And that's somebody's very nice house. But you get the idea of how to explore using the photos layer of Google Earth. So again, practice making some place marks. Just click on add a place mark, put it where you want it. Save them. Make sure you don't save your place marks in temporary places. You want them in My Places. Otherwise, they won't be there when you come back to them. And I look forward to working with you this fall in the world in which we live. Thanks for watching.